The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, please welcome Kelly. And the opponent, from San Diego, California, weighing 165 pounds, Rey Mysterio.
A big raw welcome to all our fans here in Phoenix, Arizona, and around the world. This is good old JR Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Law.
This place is packed, JR. And I know these fans can't wait to see the Raw superstars in action, and neither can I.
I couldn't agree more, King. We certainly appreciate the support of these great Phoenix fans, and I personally guarantee that they're going to get more than their money's worth tonight. No! How can a referee allow something like that?
Come on, JR. You know that the referee's health plan doesn't include vision.
He's not going to get caught with that one. And it's been reversed.
You can look at any professional sport you want, JR, and you won't find more incredible athletes than the WWE superstars.
You're not wrong, King. They compete every week until they are physically incapable of continuing. There's no off-season in the WWE.
We're not talking about running a ball down a field or slapping a puck into a net. This is serious physical competition.
It sure is. The toughest athletes in the world are on the WWE roster, and that's a fact.
I wonder if Kelly's doing anything after this match.
Come on. This could be a pinfall.
1, 2. Well, from the looks of things, it's not hard to tell how this one's going.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing, King? Looks like turnabout is fair play. I'm a Raw man through and through. But I beat it. And there's the cover.
1, 2. You gotta respect the commitment and the dedication of these superstars to their careers.
No question about it, King. Every superstar. And now a pin. This could be it.
2. I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's going to go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, this is still anybody's match.
I'd like to see things from your perspective, JR, but I'd have to get my head out of my rear end first.
And Lord knows it's been up there for so long that would be no easy feat.
Man, is there even going to be anything left of these superstars by the time they're done?
Not if they have their way, King. Everything they came in here with tonight is going to be left in that ring, mark my words.
I hope these fans appreciate it, JR. These superstars are putting it all on the line for them right here tonight. What a counter! You talk about ruthless aggression. Look at the way these superstars have been going after each other.
They're not playing with kid gloves, that's for sure.
We knew we were going to see a heck of a match, but this might turn out to be... No. Go ahead and say it, JR.
All right, I will. I think this one's got all the makings of a bona fide slobber knocker. I tell you, King, I've got no earthly idea how these superstars can maintain this intensity week after week after week.
It's not easy, JR. There's no off-season. It's not like you've got 6 months to recover after WrestleMania.
That's for damn sure. And that's why I don't think there can be any doubt in anyone's mind that the superstars of the WWE are the greatest athletes in the world.
Watch out! He reversed it! I think we're going to find out just how much punishment the human body can withstand here tonight.
I think you're right, King. These superstars seem intent on taking each other to the limit.
I love that attitude, JR. Go big. Uh-oh. I think he's looking to call San Diego.
And he connects with a 619. What a shot! I've got a feeling that this has all... And here's the pin. 1, 2.
After some of the things we've seen in this ring, JR, I think we'd better remind the folks at home not to try this stuff themselves.
That's for damn sure, King. The WWE superstars are trained professionals.
And even they don't walk away from every match in the best shape.
They sure don't. We've seen more than one superstar taken out of here on a stretcher.
I might have a few years on Kelly Kelly, but fortunately for her, I don't have a problem dating younger women.
I should hope not. At your age, I'd imagine that's most of them. Boy, what an incredible competitor Rey Mysterio is. I'd have to say that pound for pound, he might be the most exciting superstar on the SmackDown roster.
That's an easy claim to make, JR. Mysterio only weighs about 90 pounds, so...
I think fatigue is set in here, King. I don't think this is going to last too much longer.
Here's the cover, JR.
1, 2... I tell you, King, sometimes I get exhausted just watching these superstars compete.
I know what you mean, JR. I don't think most people appreciate what incredible athletes these WWE superstars really are.
You've got to have some excellent conditioning to be able to do what they do.
Well, that's the name of the game, JR. You got to keep moving. No dog ever peed on a moving car.
Oh, that's a lovely image, King. I'd ask you where you come up with this stuff, but I don't think I want to know, quite frankly. There's not an ounce of quit in any WWE superstar, but the human body has its limits, and they may have been reached here in this match.
I don't think these superstars have any intention of taking it easy on each other tonight.
That's not what they signed up for, King, and quite frankly, I think these fans would be disappointed if they didn't go all out.
Well, that's easy for the fans to say. They've never set foot inside that ring.
No, but they spend their hard-earned dollars to watch what goes on inside it. And without them, we'd all be out of a job. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears have been... Now that is just about the last position you want to find yourself in.
JR, if you can think of a worse one, I'd love to hear it, because I sure can't.
These fans love confidence in their superstars, and that's just what they're seeing from him here tonight.
Well, He can do this until the cows come home, but that's not going to win him the match. I think these superstars have a legitimate beef with each other, JR.
So do I, King. I'm not so sure their issues with each other are going to be solved with one match.
I hope not. I'd love to see them go at it again and again.
Boy, howdy. This Kelly is something else, isn't she?
She sure is. She's almost enough to make me say something nice about ECW. Almost. How can these fans be this excited about Rey Mysterio, JR? He's so tiny that half of them probably can't even see him in the ring.
Well, King, there's an old saying. Size doesn't matter. It's what you do with it that counts. And I'm sure you've heard that one before.
What? What are you saying, JR? Don't try to change the subject just because you know I'm right.
These superstars are in terrific shape, and that comes as no surprise whatsoever.
No kidding. If you don't have that conditioning, you're not going to last long in a match.
You sure aren't, and that's only one of the many reasons I try to stay out of the ring whenever possible.
He's going for the pin.
1, 2, 3. Oh my, Kelly.